I'm going to show you how to get this beautiful soft glam look using drugstore products all under $50. Can you actually do a full face of makeup under $50 in 2026? Well, today we are going to put that to the test. We always start with skin prep because you do not want your face to be dry underneath your makeup, plus you want it to be as glowy as. So I'm starting off with Daily Rescue Spray. This is going to lock in the hydration, keeping my makeup very glowy and hydrated throughout the process. Then, of course, we are not going to forget about using sunscreen. If you don't use sunscreen, then what are you doing? If you truly want your makeup and you want your skin to look good, I mean, girl, you want to sometimes go some days without wearing makeup. You need to make sure you are investing in your skin, and it starts with sunscreen. I'm using the new Lancome SPF 50 sunscreen. I love this. It's very hydrating and it's lightweight and it doesn't leave a weird residue or ashiness. I tend to deal with a lot of sunscreens that are just either too heavy, too sticky, or just leave this weird white cast that I just literally cannot stand. So I'm putting girls onto this easy, affordable sunscreen that leaves your skin with a glowy base. I mean, the proof is in the product. Look at how beautiful my skin looks. I'm going to be testing this new foundation stick. My goal for this is to start it off with a darker shade and then build up the natural lightness that's in my face. I find that I tend to be darker around the outline of my face for some reason. I think it's because I have a tan. I'm just swatching this one to see if I like this. This is almost like a contour on me, but I feel like I can work with this. Sometimes you have to make do with what you have. You don't always have to go out and buy new makeup. But what I would say is if you have a darker foundation, just mix it in with a little bit of a lighter one in the same formula. So this one's creamy. I would go in with a creamy stick like this and mix the two together to create my natural shade. But if you're okay with a darker shade on the bottom and you deal with hyperpigmentation like I do, where it can actually look natural, then that's good. You just continue on with the darker shade. Now let's get into the formula and what I truly think of this stick, of both of them actually. Both of these are stick foundations. They're very lightweight, very easy to blend. They're very blendable and they are just, I mean, they give you the second skin look. They're glowy, they're hydrating, they're not exactly matte, but they're not like a skin tint. So I would say like semi full coverage with a little bit of matte in there, but it's very beautiful. I have combination skin, which means I'm equally as oily as I am dry. So my skin sometimes wants to be oily and then sometimes it wants to be dry. So having a product that works really well with combination skin is really, really a lifesaver. So if you have oily skin, I would say use less of this. Once again, it is very hydrating, so you're not going to need a lot because your skin already produces enough oils. If you have dry skin, I would say use a bit more of this. Make sure you apply your sunscreen though, because that is going to help with how hydrated your skin actually looks and feels. But if you can't tell from my face expression, I'm really loving this. It's growing on me. Honestly, this is like second skin. You guys, look at how beautiful and gorgeous and filtered like my skin looks. Trust me, there's no filters on here, but I get filter allegations all the time because my makeup is that tea, and here's the formula. So you could thank me later. Both of these items are under $50. I believe they're around $14. And so at your local Ulta, and then of course Bare Minerals. Oh my gosh, let me tell you, I love this down. I need to go back and repurchase many, many more because I know when I put the girls on to the best concealers, it always sells out. I mean, look at that coverage. The coverage is real. The formula is amazing. It's creamy. If you know me, then you know I'm a creamy girly. I love a good liquid, creamy, hydrating concealer. I don't like a matte, extra coverage to the point of like, it doesn't really look like me. No, I want to do my makeup and I want to look like me, but a better version, a more enhanced version of me. I love this e.l.f. Soft Glam concealer is very, very nice. Once again, very hydrating, just like the Bare Minerals. Love both of them down. Like, honestly, if I was to maybe describe how they feel, I would say it's very creamy. It's very radiant. It's definitely a full coverage concealer. And I feel like it may have a little more water in it because it tends to be very, very hydrating. But also, if you aren't cautious, like when it comes to applying it in certain areas, it can wind up taking off some of your makeup. But that's only if you do not use a fan to dry the concealer before you blend it out. Always do that. Never skip that step, girls, if you want your concealer to last all day. The next thing you're going to do is blend, 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 blend like you never blend before. And I'm telling you guys, what has saved me so much time when doing my makeup is making sure I dry in between each time I apply my product. If it's foundation, I'm going to dry it. If it's concealer, I'm going to dry it. If it's blush, I'm going to dry it. Even after putting setting spray, dry it, because this is going to save you so much time with having to touch up. You're not going to do that at all, hardly. So definitely make sure you're doing that when you do your makeup. And that's just a little hack that I love to use, and it works and saves me so much time. And also you get fuller coverage. I'm going to go right in with this fluffy brush. When I tell you, using a fluffy brush just makes everything blend out so much easier than using multiple different brushes. Not that that's a bad thing, but this just makes it way easier. And it still comes out very flawless, seamless. Y'all, look at how flawless my makeup looks, okay? Then I go in with a darker shade of the foundation stick. And this is going to bring some warmth to my makeup and also some depth. So then we can have a bit more definition around the cheekbone area and just give a beautiful, flawless, cohesive look. tell you guys, I've never been so in love with a lip gloss ever. Obsessed. Now we're going to go ahead and set this makeup, melt it all in so it's one beautiful, glowy, flawless, cohesive look. Of course, make sure you have a makeup fan always on deck because you never know when you're going to need it. This is the finished look. I hope you all loved this makeup tutorial, and I thank every last one of you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!